Whose chopper is this? It's Zed's, baby. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
I'm a tyrannical tiger. I will eat your children.
And we're back.
We are back.
What episode is this, Matt?
I think 8, right?
Wrong.
9.
9.
Damn, baby. Damn, 9. Steve McNair's number, R.I.P.
R.I.P. I was going to say the first authentic black quarterback, Steve McNair.
Yeah, dude. They've been calling Lamar the first authentic black quarterback.
What about Warren Moon?
If you're a black quarterback,
you got to be
pretty
pissed.
insulting.
Yeah, man. Man, speaking of Ravens, this is going to be our sports segment. Speaking of Ravens, fuck the Ravens.
Man.
They're taking our people.
They're taking our people.
They took Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. King Henry. Long may he reign is what I used to say. Now, I say death to the king.
No, I still love Derrick Henry, man. I will always love Derrick Henry.
No, I want him to die. No, I'm just kidding. He was great. He is the best running back that the Titans ever had, and that's saying something.
They've had a lot of good ones,
That's
man.
saying something.
CJ2K.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't.
The guy from Ohio State.
I can't believe I forgot his name. The guy from Eddie George.
Eddie George.
Eddie George was so good.
Yeah, dude, we had some great.
Dude, have you ever seen that video where they're like interviewing Ray Lewis and they're interviewing Eddie George and they're both like CTE riddled and they're both like we would go to war, and Eddie George would be like they'd just like be like find each other. Like Eddie George would like call out Ray Lewis, and Ray Lewis would hit him as hard as he can.
They're both Bobby Boucher.
And somehow Eddie George survived getting hit by Ray Lewis as hard as he could.
Yeah. Respect.
Yeah, respect for sure. He was thick.
Yeah.
Eddie George was built like a fucking just rippled muscle.
That 2008 Titans team. People were. Did you send me that video of the like best the people? Dude, you can't say the Titans have had a lot of great years.
They've had
2008
really
was great.
years. Yeah, 2020 was really good, right? That was the year, or was it 21?
Well, yeah, one of the years we made the number 1 seed. I think that was 21. But when we went to the AFC Championship game, we were like 9-7. So we weren't great that year. We were good. We're really drinking some late night coffee.
What year were we the number 1 seed?
2021.
Okay. Yeah, that was a letdown.
Got bounced by the Ravens.
Man, this whole season was a letdown. Like it was, we were so hyped.
We shouldn't have been.
We
dude.
were so hyped. I don't know why. We should have known better.
We were gonna do one last ride with the King. We're gonna get the King back one day, and it's gonna be Return of the King.
Return of the King.
Arguably the best one. Not as good as the second one, but what's the best Lord of the Rings movie?
It's like they're like arguing in upper management, and he's like, "You have no right to deny the return of the king."
Yeah. No, Derrick Henry could just do the voice from Dune and get back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Turn out the light.
Yeah. Dune's good.
Sign. Offer me $25 million contract.
I'll do it. Dude, I would be a terrible GM.
You'd be
I would give Derrick Henry contract for life.
Yeah, I would have extended it to
$10 million a year forever.
Forever,
as long as he wants to play.
Like he doesn't even have to be alive.
No, he has to be alive. You have to be on the team. But as long as you want to be on the team, you got a spot. If I'm GM,
$10 million a year.
$10 million a year.
Hey, that's well worth it, man. Just for the leadership.
Yeah, I haven't heard him say a lot of words.
What's so funny is I hated him in Alabama because he was just so good. He was just so good, but now he's like one of my favorite football players of all time.
That's what Titans fans need to figure out about Will Levis too, man. Because people hate him because what he did at Kentucky.
I thought he was overrated at Kentucky.
We got to get over that.
We were at his first game
that he started. Bomb, 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 bomb.
DeAndre Hopkins, boom, boom.
Will Levis in his first game was like Ben Stiller in Meet the Parents. Bomb, 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 bomb.
Yeah, man, he killed it. I had never been to a Titans game live before that one. That was the perfect one to go to for my first one.
That was sick, dude.
Yeah, it was good.
We're gonna take my son next year. He's gonna be 6 months old.
Just wrap him in swaddling clothing.
Yeah, we're gonna get Christina to give birth at Nissan Stadium.
If they win the Super Bowl, you guys can get matching tattoos.
Yeah, me and the baby. He'll grow into his.
He'll grow into his. Get it a few sizes.
We'll get him a small one. It'll stretch out.
Yeah, we got it.
How come you can pierce a baby's ear? You can't tat him up though.
Ears grow back.
You can
Ideally, I mean, I guess it could get like infected or something bad, but like run of the mill, the holes grow back. I mean, there'll be a scar there, but I mean, it's like hardly noticeable. I feel like.
What if it's a good tattoo though?
What if it is a good? What if it's a tattoo of a piercing on your ear?
Yeah, just a little dot. That way you can pierce it out if you don't like it.
That way, when you go to get pierced, when they're older, they know where to aim.
Yeah, exactly. It probably hurts less. Just dot.
Dot.
Oh man, I got my tetanus shot the other day.
How was that?
It hurt, but it was fine. Dude, I can get blood drawn. I don't like stuff going into my body.
I can't look.
Yeah.
I can't look. When I'm about to get blood drawn, I have to be like,
yeah, right.
like I have to for real, just like slow, breathe in, breathe out. And they're like, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. I was like, I know I'm doing fine. Shut up. Because if I look over at you talking, I will faint.
Yeah. When I was a kid, whenever we'd get shots or like have blood drawn, we'd get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We'd go get some Yu-Gi-Oh cards after. But, I'm an adult now.
I can get Yu-Gi-Oh cards whenever I want.
No, I was going to say, I'm an adult now, so I get Pokemon cards after.
Right.
Speaking of which, we got some
that
new
reminds
ones.
me of that guy, your nemesis, at that gas station when we're on the road.
Fuck me, man.
Andrew, where is it, on the way to Knoxville?
Yeah.
On the way to Knoxville, there's this gas station we stop at about halfway. It's like it's a
Love's.
It's a Love's. Because we love Love's.
And it has an Arby's in it.
Yeah, and it has an Arby's in it. And Andrew, for some reason, always buys Pokemon cards.
I buy a pack.
At gas stations.
And he's like, there's a Walmart 10 miles from
He
here.
always tries to talk Andrew out of it like that. Remember that lady who tried to talk me out of ordering a salad?
Yeah, dude, that was... She could have gone to jail for that, dude.
It's gross negligence. It definitely violated the Hippocratic Oath, but a server at a bar doesn't take the Hippocratic Oath, so I guess it's okay.
I don't know, man. She was having a bad day. That was with our buddy Ben Dalby.
Yeah.
That's probably 2-3 years ago now.
I literally ran into Ben Dalby at the gas station by your house on the way over here.
We should get him on the podcast. He's funny. Ben is a funny guy.
Ben is funny.
He sold his soul to Rick McKinney.
Shh, we can't.
Rick McKinney's Matt's boss.
We can't.
He's Matt's boss's 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 boss.
Yeah. And he's a great guy.
I can talk about him because I don't work there. One time I used to work at the place Matt works now at Unum. And
Dude, don't talk about work. Do not talk
Can I
about...
just tell a story about when I worked there?
Okay, I guess so.
I cut in front of him. I didn't know who he was. I cut in front of him at the salad bar because he was dilly-dallying around. And we were chatting it up a little bit. And I was putting stuff on my salad. And he said, blue cheese, good choice.
Dude, I was a temp. I had been working there like a week. And I got in the elevator. And he was like, what floor? And I had no clue who he was. And I was like, 3. And he presses it. And I'm like, so, you've been working here long?
You can say that.
He's like, a while. I was like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I work on the 7th floor.
Yeah.
We shouldn't talk about this. I don't want to get...
I work in platforms 9 3/4.
Yeah, I work on the floor 9 3/4. The 13th floor.
13th floor. I had some stuff to talk about.
Do you think they still do that with buildings?
Yes.
They don't put the 13th floor?
There was, in Vegas, yeah. There was one.
Is it just because of bad... I mean, I get it, but new buildings, they do that.
Yeah. As far as I know, they do because people don't want to stay on the 13th floor.
You would think we would have given up on
We were on the
this
14th.
crazy superstition.
Me and my wife were on the 14th floor, so we were safe.
You were safe, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
All that bad luck was caught in the floor/ceiling.
Well, I just choose to believe they actually do build a 13th floor. They just don't sell any of the rooms there.
You choose to believe
I choose
it.
to believe that. Oh, let's talk about this thing you were just asking me about the whey protein.
I noticed we were sitting here about to press play. And I was like, is that whey protein on the counter? Andrew's like, yeah, son, I'm getting swole.
I've been working out, dog.
You've been getting swole,
I got that in the mail today. Took a scoop of it.
You ordered whey protein and that was chocolate?
It's chocolate.
Was it good? Did it taste okay?
Let me tell you this. I haven't had a protein shake in probably 12 years.
Yeah.
They've not done much to improve the technology of whey protein, man.
The protein powder.
It was not good. It was clumpy.
Did you use milk or water?
Use water, not a bitch.
Use milk, it tastes better.
It does taste better. I don't carry milk, though, because I'm not a fucking newborn calf.
Don't get me started on this. Milk, people who are like, oh, we shouldn't drink milk. What are you? Like, we're not animal babies. Dude, milk is good. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm just gonna mix
delicious.
it. I'm just gonna mix the whey protein with some queso.
A little bit of queso, some little chocolate cheese.
Yeah.
A choc cheese.
A little chopped cheese, actually. No, I'm going to use breast milk here in a few months.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried breast milk?
No, have you?
No.
I don't want to. My wife wants me to try some. I'm like, fucking good.
She wants you
good.
to try some?
Yeah, she said she's going to try some. She says she wants me to try some.
She's going to try her own milk?
Yeah. It's like eating your own.
I'm pretty sure that's like a venal sin.
Yeah, right? Yeah, she might go to hell for all eternity for that.
Well, venals you can get away with.
Oh, you can get away with those.
Yeah, mortals are the bad ones.
Well, if you can get away with it, then, what's the rush?
Yeah, what even is it?
You just got to have a priest on standby so you can ask. You can do your.
Forgive me, Father, for I've tried my own breast milk.
Dude, what if you had to go to confession and admit that? Like, it's been a rough week. I tried my breast milk 17 times.
I just can't stop, Father.
We made ice cream. We got rock salt and made ice cream with it.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
That's nasty. Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah, it's
like titty tracks.
Yeah.
Turtle tracks. Well, so how you been going to the gym, though?
Yeah.
What muscle groups are you hitting?
I did some legs today, dude.
Smart.
Trying to get a full body workout. I've been mostly doing upper body though.
You doing squats?
I'm so afraid to do any of these like things I need a spotter for because I don't want to talk to these fucking buff ass gym bros. I've been doing like leg curls and like the leg press.
Dude, I bet they'll be so helpful.
They would be. They totally would be. They're all very nice. But yeah, I squatted today. I did like the leg press today. Dude, that's like a cardio workout, man.
Leg press?
Leg press, like it got my blood pumping so much so that I'm like, I might have to call somebody.
Really? I'm coming to see you.
I'm coming. What is Red Fox's name?
I can't remember in the show, but his wife. I'm coming to see you, Melissa or Olivia. Clarissa. I can't remember.
Not Clarissa.
Look it up. Wife, Sanford, and Son.
Elizabeth, that's what it is.
Elizabeth, yeah, Elizabeth.
Definitely Elizabeth.
I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. It's definitely that. I know it is. I don't have to even look it up anymore.
Red Fox was so funny, man.
Yeah, I know. We hear Red Fox jokes every week in open mic.
Yeah, there's a guy who likes to do them.
I was talking to the dick.
Rain always pulls that Zachley disease on me.
Yeah, how does that one go?
It's like, you got diagnosed with Zachley disease. It means that your face looks exactly like your butt.
One of my favorite ones that our buddy does is he says this guy brought a duck home to his wife. He said, "This the pig I've been telling you about." He said, "That ain't a pig, that's a duck." I was talking to the duck.
So funny.
It's a funny joke.
So, but he had like a whole album of like the Confucius say, "Man who makes love on ground have peace on earth." Dude, some of them don't make sense. Some of the Confucius say have been like lost in translation through time.
Yeah, I think they probably did make sense, but we're just not black people from the 1960s, so we don't understand.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it.
Red Fox was very funny, though.
He was. Dude, that show was super funny.
Yeah, we used to watch that all the time. I feel like Red Fox was like the black Rodney Dangerfield and vice versa. Yeah. He just had good, like, one-liners.
Oh, yeah. A lot of, like, attitude.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Ooh.
Take my wife.
Take my wife and chop her up into pieces, please.
My wife likes to talk after sex. I said, why are you calling me?
You aren't wrong. What?
What? Surprise!
Just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% Rodney Dangerfield.
I wish, dude. I wish I was fucking dead.
Did you see that ever movie they did? What was it called? Back to School?
Dude, I loved Back to School.
Oh, with Sam Kinison in it?
Yes.
I just remember the Sam Kinison part the most. Dude, I remember staying up late at night and it'd be like, Girls Gone Wild commercial. Sam Kinison. You can buy a VHS of Sam Kinison.
They should have done a package deal where you could get a Sam Kinison VHS and a Girls Gone Wild VHS. Girls Gone Wild VHS.
It's a great deal! Ah! Ah!
Man, you
just take the children to where the boobs are!
Dude, Sam Kinison, I don't think I don't think he's revered the way that his peers are today. You know what I mean?
No, people got over the yelling thing.
Yeah.
He was pretty funny. But it's like, dude, even like Bill Hicks.
Yes.
When I listen, I know you're a huge Bill Hicks fan, but I listened to him some recently, and it's just like so much pontificating. And it's just like a lot of harping on issues with not a lot of punchlines.
Yeah. I get that. And here's the thing about Bill Hicks, though, is that it's like more entertaining. Even when he's not hilarious, it's very entertaining. And I think it's also just fun to have, like, how he had so much disdain for the audience.
He thought he was better than the audience.
He did, and he was.
Like someone we know.
Yeah, we do know some Bill Hickses. But he had that bit that I think about a lot, where he talks about he was at a Waffle House, and he was reading a book, and the waitress says, "What you reading for?" He said, "What am I reading? Not what am I reading. What am I reading for?" I don't know. No one's ever asked me that. I guess I don't end up a fucking waffle waitress. It's just he's an asshole, but I like him, dude. I like him. I don't really model my comedy after him at all, but I like him.
Yeah, but I mean, there's lots of guys from that era that it's one of those things. It's like you listen to a Beatles song today, and you're like, oh, that was good. Yeah. But in like the fucking 60s, it was like blowing your brain out the back of your skull. Yeah, when you listen to the Beatles.
Well, it's like Elvis was very provocative for the time.
It's like I respect all those guys, and like, often imitated. Like
never duplicated.
Very influential.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I yell a little bit in my bits, in my act, but like Sam Kinison, just like it was always just a ramp up to the yell.
Yeah.
The yell was the bit.
Well, and he was like a charismatic preacher before he was a comedian.
Yeah.
We have a friend that was a preacher before he was a comedian, but he was like a Baptist preacher, so he's just, he has the Baptist voice, which is great. It's really funny.
It is really funny.
Now, y'all, I was down there at the gas station the other day, and I saw a fella, and like, he still has the cadence of a preacher, but he's funny.
Mama always told me.
Sam Kinnison's screaming in tongues.
Yeah.
Shamla, shamla. Actually, it's
dude, have you ever listened to the story about how Sam Kinison died?
Did he throw up in his...
No, he died in a really tragic car accident.
Oh, yeah.
And his friends bought him out, and he was like, God? And then died.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Once saved, always saved.
If anybody sees this, they're going to be like, oh, that's not exactly what happened, but hey, that's what I remember.
Correct him. Gives us engagement.
Yeah, it does.
We like it.
We like it.
Oh, man. There's one guy that was mad at one of our videos because we said, you should write jokes. This isn't funny.
It's we do write jokes. Come watch our stand-up. This is a free-form podcast.
We have jokes. We'll link them in the description. We got some videos up online. We had some interesting news this week. There's a bunch of interesting things in the news. What do you think about, would you vote for Aaron Rodgers if he was vice president with RFK?
No, I wouldn't. Would you?
No.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers, great quarterback. Maybe the third best quarterback ever.
Who's ahead of him? Tom Brady?
And Peyton.
Peyton?
What?
I mean, what about Joe Montana?
Peyton.
I didn't see him. So
Peyton. But Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. An amazing athlete. But dude, that guy smells his own farts and he loves the nose taste.
Yeah,
he loves the nose taste of his own farts. I've never seen someone quite as big-headed and conceited who wasn't a rapper.
Yeah. He's the first quarterback who has managed to put his whole ass in his butt.
For real, it'd be like, would you vote for Machine Gun Kelly for vice president? It's like, no, I wouldn't.
Well, Matt, I don't know what Machine Gun Kelly's views are.
On the Sandy Hook? On Sandy Hook?
Yeah, he can't. Aaron Rodgers said that he believes in Sandy Hook now. So let's keep it straight. We don't want to get sued by Aaron Rodgers now.
Man, that'd actually be great for us.
Dude, if Aaron actually, you know what? I don't believe Aaron Rodgers. I think he did Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
We'll see you in court, Aaron.
And they got it. Okay, never mind.
What?
I was going to make a really bad taste joke.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, we got
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't know. That's about it. I was just curious what you thought about it.
Dude,
I might go third party though this year. We'll see. I'm a free agent. Let me hear your pitch,
yeah,
Biden. Come on.
You're an undecided voter. If only you lived in a swing state.
Yeah.
Then the DNC would be sending somebody to lick your toes.
I need someone to come to the comedy catch and sway me.
Let's not talk about politics. Hey, if anyone out there feels alienated, don't worry. You are.
Well, what about we've got other stuff in the news. Our beloved Tennessee Vols lost today.
Yes, an SEC tournament to Mississippi State.
Yep,
They came back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: if your team loses, at least it's during a workday, so I can't really watch it. So could have been worse.
That might be better for us come NCAA tournament.
Get a little rest.
Yeah,
get a little bit of rest. There's that other story that happened this week about the vegan donuts. Did you read about that, any?
No, I didn't read about it, but I heard you mention it once.
So there's a vegan baker who was buying donuts from this other vegan baker. It's vegan bakers all the way down, but at the base of the vegan baker pyramid apparently is Dunkin' Donuts, which I don't know how you mistook a Dunkin' Donut for a vegan donut, because I've had Dunkin'. It's not great.
But have you had a vegan donut?
I have, and it's fucking awful. So, if you're a vegan baker and you can make a donut that tastes like Dunkin', you're the best vegan baker alive.
Well,
okay?
it's like a Dunkin' Donut. It makes sense because it's like a regular Dunkin' Donut. You're like, this is an okay donut.
Yeah.
But then when you eat it and you think it's a vegan donut, you're like, this is the best vegan donut in the history of veganism.
I don't know how Dunkin' does it, because no matter when you go, what time, the donuts are always like at least 2 days old. It's like
well, they don't make them.
It's a phenomenon.
They get brought in by a truck, right?
Probably.
That's why in the South we like Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme, because when the light's on.
Well, they're different donuts too. Like they're yeast donuts.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between like Outback Steakhouse bread versus like the yeast rolls at like Texas Roadhouse.
Dude, I know we talked about this already, but man, the bread in New Orleans.
Oh man, that French bread with some oil on it.
I can't imagine what France must be like.
Oh.
We should go to France and try to get a po' boy. But those po' boys in France were to die for.
Yeah. The jambalaya.
Yeah. I've had escargot before.
Yeah, me too. I love escargot.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It's like fucking just butter and
snail.
Yeah.
Butter and snail.
Dude, what if
I kept making snail trail jokes when I was like 17 at dinner with my parents.
Do they appreciate that?
No.
Whatever,
Paul.
It's an anatomy joke. Come on, grow up.
What have you ever had caviar though?
Let's see something real quick.
It stopped?
Yeah.
Back.
Action.
We had the technical difficulties upon technical difficulties.
Third time's the charm, baby.
Our computer stopped recording, and then the camera stopped recording because it's overheated.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with the audio, but
so we played Madden, and now I'm fucking pissed.
Matt was in a pretty good mood earlier.
I was in a good mood earlier. Now I'm livid.
Yeah.
Livid. Let me tell you something. Brock Purdy is a sham.
He's a system QB. And so is Pat Mahomes, right, Matt?
Yeah.
A lot of sports talk on this show.
I'm so angry. Yeah, this week we have been talking a lot of sports. I'm so freaking angry. Did I tell you I was reading them Tommy Knockers?
Oh, yeah. How's that going?
I like it. It's good. I like it a lot. Very weird. Like, kind of reminds me of Needful Things because, like, the whole town starts kind of going crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I like it. It's cool.
It's a controversial one.
Yeah, I guess so. I think some of that stems from the really awful made-for-TV miniseries.
Yeah.
It was awful. That's the only thing I remember about it. Like, I remember watching that as a kid and even being, like, fucking 8 years old in the 90s and be like, this is bad.
Yeah, and if you think a movie's bad, it must be really bad.
Andrew has no taste.
Matt got me and my wife to watch Halloween 2 or Halloween 3?
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. That was like 2 Halloweens ago, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. People out there on the internet It's a fun movie. It's a fun change of pace. Andrew thinks it was the worst movie ever.
Looking
It's
back,
fun. Looking back at me.
if you know what you're getting into and being like, this movie's fucking stupid. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It's
A
not the
lot
worst.
of I don't know. I mean, like it's a horror movie from like the early '80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's I like it. I think it's fun. It's different. It's not Michael Myers.
Right. He should have at least had a cameo. You know, that would have been funny.
Michael Myers shows up. Well, he does.
Does he?
Yeah. One of the scenes, these people are watching a scary movie, and guess which movie they're watching?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Self-referential.
Yes.
That's kind of fun.
My favorite part of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is where they get him in the factory, and then the main guy gets caught, and then he's like, what do you have to say for yourself? And he says, this really has been a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
It'd be funny if they remake Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. There's no Michael Myers, but instead of having a cameo of Halloween 1, they have a cameo of a Mike Myers movie.
Well, have you ever seen Baby Driver?
No.
In Baby Driver, they're like, okay, we're robbing a mask. The uniform is, suits, and everybody wears a Michael Myers mask. And then the guy who's supposed to buy the mask just buys a bunch of Austin Powers masks.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. That's a good movie. You should watch that. Baby Driver.
Oh, I thought you said Austin Powers. I'm like, I'm
No.
well aware of Austin Powers.
Yes, Austin Powers, Baby Driver.
Dude, I went to after school care when I was a
Because
kid
your parents didn't love you.
because my parents got divorced. My mom followed our Instagram account today, by the way.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We used to watch Michael Myers on the in after school care.
Halloween?
No, sorry, Austin Powers.
Oh, okay. Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
I call him Michael because we're
Michael because you're close.
tight. Yeah, that's not appropriate for children. I was in elementary school, man. It's probably the funniest when you're like 8 or 9 years old, though.
Yeah. I mean, because Mike Myers, most of it is like dick and fart jokes.
Shagging.
Dude, I remember that part where he's like trying to back up. Like he's trying, he just keeps moving the roller, just like, he's like, beep, 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 beep. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one, but it was so funny.
Gold member? What's the other one?
That's the third one. Austin Powers, International Man Who Mystery. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Third one is Austin Powers, Gold Member.
The Spy Who Shagged Me. So I thought shag was like a way more common word for sex as a kid.
I mean, it is in Britain.
Yeah.
It's English.
It's like in Harry Potter when they talk about snogging.
Snogging, yeah.
They were snogging
They
under
were
the Quidditch
snogging.
bleachers.
The weirdest thing about Harry Potter to me, with the language, be like, oh, these British people are weird, is when they wake up and all the presents are in a tree and they're like, Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas. I remember being a kid and just be like, pull my teeth out.
Yeah.
This is awful. Happy Christmas. Merry Easter.
I'm just glad that A Christmas Carol isn't British because then it would be Happy Christmas, one and all.
Yeah.
I'm just glad Charles Dickens wasn't American, dude.
Yeah, Charles Dickens, one of the fathers of the American Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote the Bill of Rights, and he also wrote the
Declaration of Independence. No,
and also the screenplay for National Treasure.
Yeah. He has a book he didn't finish called something Drood.
Drood.
And then there's a Dan Simmons book about the book.
What's the first book about?
I don't know. I just read it. I was looking up Dan Simmons today.
First off, it's 1:00 in the morning here, just so you know. But
yeah,
what were you looking at Dan Simmons about?
Oh, I was just so I was doing that exercise about if I was teaching a horror literature class, what books would I teach?
Yeah,
and I was looking at the top 100 horror
Tell
stories.
them what you said.
My horror. If I was teaching a horror lit class, I would do Bram Stoker's Dracula, which looking back, actually, I thought it was way closer in date with Frankenstein. Frankenstein was almost 100 years before that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But okay, anyway, I would still pick Bram Stoker's Dracula. It was written in 1897, I think. I would do The Haunting of Hill House by Mary Shelley. No, Shirley Jackson. My bad.
Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein.
Shirley Jackson, The Haunting of Hill House. Shirley Jackson, The Lottery. Get a little short story action in there. Ray Bradbury, Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Have you read that?
I have it. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. I think I
I
read
read
part
it.
of it.
I read it when I was living in my car.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was a scary book.
I'm down. I'm stoked.
It
to read
reminds me a lot of that Dan Simmons book, actually. That one
Yeah.
that I read, Summer of Nights. Or Summer of Nights remind me a lot of that.
And then I would do Salem's Lot because I think Salem's Lot and like Dracula would be a good like, thing to do in the same semester. Then I would do Jerusalem's Lot just because it's cool
Yeah.
and it's kind of related to Salem's Lot, even though it's not really about vampires, is it? Isn't it about some fucking
It's
monster?
not really about vampires. No.
Yeah. And then I would do
The
I would
Cursed Soil.
I would want to do something from the 21st century. The most disturbing book I've ever read, The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
Did that come out in the 21st century?
Yeah, it came out in like 2006.
Really?
Yeah.
When did the movie come out? I feel like they had to make the movie like as soon.
Let's see. The Road. The Road came out in 2006.
When did the movie come out? It had to be like 2007.
2009.
That's
Viggo
quick-
Mortensen.
That's a quick adaptation.
Yeah.
Um,
Mortensen.
I don't know what I would pick for that class. I think I would probably do Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Um,
You got to go to one of the OGs.
I would do Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery's so good.
I would do. I actually love Jerusalem's Lot, so I think I'm gonna continue that. I would do this one called The Pear-Shaped Man. It's a short story by George R.R. Martin. It's so creepy. I would do this one, another short story called I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream.
Harlan Ellison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you ever read that one?
I want to, but I haven't read it. I've read about it.
It's super. Yeah, I mean, it's like very like dystopian.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is hell. Like you're experiencing hell.
It's like cyberpunk kind of.
Yeah, it's like the new Madden.
Yeah.
I just misery.
Yeah, Matt.
Just pure pain.
That's what that book Misery is about. It's about me whipping Matt's ass in Madden.
Misery 2.
Misery 24.
We get snowbound,
Yeah.
and you just beat my ass in Madden for like we start making really weird bets.
Yeah, that would be a funny short story.
Misery.
What's your 21st century one?
21st century. A lot of the only ones that I'm very familiar with in the 21st century that I can think of are what's his name? Joe Hill.
Joe Hill, yeah.
So there's got to be something. I'm sure I know of something. You are right. There has to be something from the 21st century. Probably like a creepypasta. Well, did you ever read that one creepypasta about like the where it's like you go back into an office building and it's like you're trapped. Like you keep going back and it's like basically there's like a labyrinth.
Dude, if you do that, that'd be
office
like
door, and it's like never ending and you're lost and like people come out at night to try and like hunt you.
that would be like doing a that'd be like if you're taking a horror film class and you start doing like those scary Instagram reels.
Yeah, Marble Hornets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read a lot of 21st century horror, I guess.
Heart Shaped Box is good.
I got too much old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heart Shaped Box was awesome.
Maybe that.
I hear Horns is good.
Nosferatu.
There's that new Nosferatu movie coming out, and I thought it was like the Joe Hill book, but it's not. It's like Nosferatu.
The classic.
Yeah.
Be cool, man. What were we talking? Oh, we were talking earlier about the boxing match that's coming up with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Dude, I'm excited.
Mike Tyson. Dude, Mike Tyson would be significantly less scary if he just spoke normally.
Yeah, definitely.
If he was
He went to speech therapy?
Yeah, especially all the crazy stuff that he says. Like, just like, I'm a tyrannical tiger.
Yeah.
I'm a tyrannical tiger. I will eat your children.
I almost take him more seriously because he has a severe lisp.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, this man means this.
Like if you didn't have a speech impediment and you were saying that stuff, say, oh, this guy is just joking around.
Yeah, I'm a tyrannical tiger.
Yeah.
Hilarious, but no. I mean, here's the thing. Like, the internet will probably crucify me for this. Jake Paul is a decent boxer. He's not bad. He is also like 31, 32 years younger than Tyson. Tyson's 58. I don't know how old Jake
I think he's
Paul
like
is.
29, 30, something like that.
Um,
I just think everyone's my age, so.
yeah. So, I mean, but like they say that the power is the last thing to go. And Mike Tyson had power in dividends.
I hope
so,
it's a
like,
Pulp Fiction situation
where Mike Tyson drops like
where Mike Tyson
kills him in the ring.
where Mike Tyson says he's going to throw the fight. It's like in the fourth you take a fall, but instead he kills him in the third round with his punches.
And like,
And then he does the aftermath is exactly the same.
then Mike Tyson has to kill John Travolta in his apartment
Yeah.
later.
Mike Tyson's like, he has his girlfriend back at the hotel room.
There, baby.
Whose chopper is this? It's Zed's, baby. Who's Zed?
There.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Honestly, if I was Mike Tyson's girlfriend and he just said, yeah, someone named Zed is dead, I'm like, obviously, yes. That makes sense.
If you were Mike Tyson's girlfriend.
Dude, I would be Mike Tyson's girlfriend if he asked me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say no.
Dude, there's all these things I've seen on the internet where like it's like showing pictures like Mike Tyson offers any man $10 million to marry his daughter.
What?
No, for real. I've seen it. I doubt it's real, but I've seen posts like that.
What if Mike Tyson sues us?
For that? Ooh, Mike Tyson wouldn't sue, son.
Yeah,
He would just come in here and tyrannical tiger
yeah.
his way across our faces.
He doesn't get mad, he gets even.
Yeah.
He's like, let's settle this out of court.
Out of court.
Let's not get the justice system involved.
Oh man, Mike Tyson's such a scary man.
Yeah, and he has a tiger.
He doesn't have a tiger anymore.
I saw somebody say that it's only the people at the at the far ends of the socioeconomic spectrum that have exotic pets.
Yeah.
Like if you own a monkey, you're either very wealthy or very poor. Like you get paid in monkey food. You know what I mean? Like that guy Joe Exotic probably wasn't.
Man, I wish we had this podcast back when Tiger King was out.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the most riveting TV I think I've ever watched.
Yeah.
They said, I mean, it was obviously sensationalized because that's just how documentary, especially like Netflix documentaries apparently are. But like, man, that shit was just like, I could not believe it.
It was definitely a moment in time because everyone was just at home. There was a new show that came out. We had nothing to do. We all watched it.
Dude, I remember, yeah. And then like I wasn't like satiated, so I had like going online, going to Joe Exotic's YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and like watching all his like I'm running for governor of Oklahoma.
What else you gonna do?
And then like one time like his tiger like grabbed him and he's like, "You bitch!"
And he
like,
shoots him.
He shoots at like I think he just shoots to scare it, but
We have a friend that reminds me a lot of Joe Exotic. And I mean that as a compliment. Okay? I think our buddy would like take that as a compliment. He's much gayer than Joe Exotic.
apparently Joe Exotic was like asked Machine Gun Kelly to be his boyfriend or something like that. It's like, and he's like, "No, I'm not gay." And he's like, "If I get you around some meth and some tigers, you will be."
He's 100% right about that. If Machine Gun Kelly was around some meth and some tigers, he would be gay. Is he dating Megan Fox?
Yeah, I mean, last I heard. I don't really keep up with that, but yeah.
Good for him.
Last I heard.
Good for him.
Megan,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I kind of liked Machine Gun Kelly's music, like in the early 2010s. I like some of his music, but it seems like he's kind of went off the deep end.
Yeah, he's like Travis. He's the same person as Travis Barker. He's
No,
like
he's
Travis
not.
Barker, like if Travis Barker was born like 15 or 20 years later. But
And
he's
couldn't
dating.
play drums. I don't
and
know.
couldn't play
I mean, I
drums.
bet you Machine Kelly could probably play drums, but not like Travis Barker.
No, Travis Barker's good at music. But he's dating Megan Fox, and talk about
A fox.
an object of adolescent lust.
Yeah, good God.
Men of a
dude.
certain age.
Good God, yeah, for sure.
Like she single-handedly kept the Transformers franchise alive for like maybe one or two movies too long. You know what I mean? Like she definitely helped.
How many? I think she was only in 2.
Well, that's too many. I mean, people were going to that movie to see Megan
Fox. She had
Fox.
some sort of like contract dispute. She was like, "I'm not getting paid enough," which she probably wasn't.
Yeah, probably not.
Um,
They blew all their money on Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Who's also a good actor. Shia LaBeouf is a good also object of my teenage lust.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf. Even Stevens.
Yeah, man. What about Holes?
Holes. Yeah, that's a great movie, dude. I saw a not too long ago, maybe like a year ago now. I went to go see one of our friends who at the time was a middle school drama teacher. I watched her class perform Holes.
The musical?
Holes as a stage play.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was interesting
Dig it up,
to say the
up
least.
on digging. Dig it up on, yeah.
You've got to go dig them holes.
We might have talked about this before, but Holes is just like Shawshank Redemption Jr.
I think it's more like Cool Hand Luke Jr., but yeah, I get what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's like, what was he accused of doing, Shia LaBeouf's character? Stealing sneakers?
He was accused of stealing sneakers from like a celebrity baseball player whose nickname was Sweet Feet.
But was Zero the one that ended up stealing them?
Yeah, and Zero threw him over the bridge, and they landed on Shia LaBeouf basically as the cops pulled up.
Is that not exactly what happens in Shawshank Redemption? Andy Dufresne, he's accused of killing somebody, and then years later he's in prison, and somebody's like, "Oh, I actually know who killed your wife and her tennis coach."
No, it would be like if Red. It would
be
be like if Red was like, "I'm sorry, Andy. I actually killed your wife."
Andy Dufresne didn't know that I was the one who murdered the tennis coach.
Golf coach. Was it tennis? I think it was golf. He was a golf pro.
The golf pro.
Yeah, he was a golf pro.
He's probably good at tennis too.
Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne. He wanted his rock hammer.
I'd escaped from prison once before. Was only gone 4 days.
Yeah.
Use those 4 days to kill Andy Dufresne's wife.
Is that what Zero's story is?
No.
Oh, okay.
It
It is pretty fucked up that like the one black kid in the movie is like, yeah, I stole the shoes.
There's more than one black kid in that movie.
There's not a lot though. There's that one comic.
I can think of at least 2 others.
Well, I can only think of 2 characters.
X-ray and Armpit.
Yeah. Well, I can only think of like 4 characters actually. I can think of Zero, Shia LaBeouf, the woman who's like
The
strangely
warden.
sexual.
Yeah, it was. What's her name?
Megan Fox.
No, Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. And then the warden, and they have a rattlesnake.
No, the warden is Sigourney Weaver.
Well, who's the guy with the rattlesnake?
Mr. Stir.
Damn, dude, you know a lot about this movie. When's the last time you saw Holes?
5 years ago, probably.
It's probably after school care for me. We watched a lot of movies in after school care. We did not do
any
productive stuff. Dude, here's another thing I remember about after school care. These 2 guys would always play. We didn't have a basketball hoop, but they would play 1-on-1 with basketballs. And they like the object of the game is to just get by the other guy. And I'm like, this is dumb. But looking back, I'm like, dude, that's great practice. Just like to try to get by somebody and go to the basket, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned how to do a lot of different stuff though. I learned how to play jacks in after school.
How to hotwire a car.
How to hotwire a car so you can get the fuck out of there.
You learn to play jacks. I've still yet to learn how to play jacks.
Yeah, man.
How do you play jacks?
Well, you have the jacks, you have the ball, you bounce it, grab a jack, and then
Catch
the ball before it hits the ground. That's 1. Then you do it again, you get 2. You do it again, you get 3, and so on until you you're done, or you don't catch, you don't do it, and then the next, I think the person you're playing against has a chance to beat you.
Okay.
They have to you got 3, I'm gonna try to go for 4 and win.
Interesting.
I think you're too old to play jacks though. You know what I mean? I think I don't think that anyone in their 30s is allowed to start playing jacks for the first time. It's like the yo-yo thing, you know. If you yo-yoed as a kid, you can yo-yo as an adult. I don't think you should pick up yo-yoing in your 30s though. You can probably find some other stuff to do with your time.
I don't have a problem with it. I just ordered a fingerboard off Amazon.
Oh, did you? I did that shit too, man.
I got a good one with foam grip tape.
Yeah, you know who I bet is good at fingerboarding?
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Dude, yeah, I bet he is. I saw him in one of his videos.
Jimmy Sow, y'all know him.
Yeah, Nerd Dork on all.
This is the only
things.
person we're friends with that people actually might know.
Yeah, he's He's really, really big on the internet. But he had one video where he was like, did a joke, and then he like cut to him in his car with a fingerboard. It was like,
I've talked to him about it before.
fingerboarding?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I think he is good at it. I think he's pretty good at it. So I bought some fingerboards like a couple years ago.
Do you where are they?
They're in my office. I'll show. You can have one if you want.
Okay.
You got to put them together. That's the other thing. It like really gives you the full skateboarding experience. You got trucks and
New
wheels
trucks.
and shit.
Well, cool.
We had a couple other things. We lost a bunch of footage.
Dude, we've lost like literally like 30 minutes.
Let's just talk really quick because I did have some. I've been working out and I got this whey protein.
You said it tastes terrible.
It's not good. They haven't really improved the formula in the last 12 years. But honestly, dude, with the whey protein, I'm feeling full.
You're feeling full.
Like I'm feeling fuller.
How many calories?
150.
In a protein shake.
In a protein shake, 30 grams of protein, 150 calories. You should take some.
I mean, I need to be. I need to be lifting weights.
Not tonight, but
right.
It's good.
It's silly to take protein powder if you're not like hitting the gym hard.
I guess so. Walking though.
Walking.
The walking dude. Matt.
The spice.
The spice must flow.
Whoa.
What a movie that was, man.
Dude. Man, this has got to be our worst podcast. It really threw us off.
Oh, we have some good stuff. We have some stuff in the beginning, too. But I thought that we have some... We'll edit this shit out. But, it's been fine. We did get thrown off. We started this podcast at like 10:30. It is 1:30. We have like 40 minutes, or less than that probably, of material.
I actually have to go real soon.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. Anything you want to... What do you got coming up, man? What do you any exciting stuff coming up in your...
Shows-wise?
Yeah, whatever, anything.
No.
You're starting a new job, but you don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Not really. I got dinner with my dad and sister tomorrow.
We might have talked about that. We might not have. We don't know what the fuck
That's fine. I'm going to get a steak. Beyond that, I'm not really... I don't have anything... I mean, I've got a few shows on the calendar, but that's it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Not much. I'm going to Bristol next weekend.
Yeah, you're featuring.
Featuring.
Right? Woohoo!
That'll be
Baby,
fun.
that's a big step.
I guess so.
Featuring in the clubs.
This is my third or fourth time featuring there. It's a lot of fun, though. I'm staying with my buddy Brian Morton. He's welcoming me into his home.
How sweet of him.
And I'm going to just hang out, do some shows. 20 minutes. Now 20 minutes feels like it's no big deal.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be
fun.
fun.
The way it goes.
It's the way she blows.
Hopefully soon you need 30 minutes to feel like no big deal.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Well, okay. We'll see if we can have any salvageable stuff from this. We appreciate you listening.
All right, y'all. Have a good evening. Bye.
See you later.
Peace.
Bye.